Greetings and namaste, divine infinite light beings, masculine energy and feminine energy. We are here to discuss raw and real findings on DL men, right? From my experiences from my lifetime in this lifetime, right? So I don't know how many is going to come out. I just know some things are going to come out, right? On the finding, how you can understand and know if you're dealing with a DL man, right? So, ways to find out, okay, or ways to know, right? One way to know is if your man always has to touch another man during conversation, during talking, during communication. If your man is touchy feely with other men, that's a sign, right? That's a telltale sign, right? Another way is sweatpants. That's the dead giveaway. Your man always in sweatpants, like in the house, yeah, that's fine. But going outside, sweatpants is like a lounging type of energy, right? If you're not at the gym, if you're not in the house, sweatpants outside is like a enticing type of energy. Look what I got. Look what you can see. And it's not for women. It's directed towards men, right? Okay, another sign is when you have a partner and everything is a competition, right? Everything is a competition. Who can cook better? Who food tastes better? Um, who can lift more weights? Why are you in competition with your woman seeing who can lift more weights, right? Who can shoot better when it comes to practicing with targets, range, guns, right? Who can shoot better, right? Who can dress better? Who can coordinate better, right? Who wears their hair better, right? What else is there? What else is there? Um, Another way to know that you're dealing with a DL man, right? You can make plans. It could be plans to go kick it with people, or um, yeah, plans to kick it with people or whatever, and you looking fly. You looking fly, right? As a woman should, right? You trying to represent your man, right? So you gonna dress your best to impress your man, right? Impress your man, um, represent your man. The things you're supposed to do for your man, right? Looking good for your man, and then this man tells you, "Oh, you look better than me. Oh, you look too good," or don't even compliment you, right? That's another sign. I don't know how many signs that came out, right? Another sign is abusive, um, narcissistic, womanizer. Men that hate women. Men that have an issue with their mother. Men that have an issue with their father, right? Because most of these men have been um, violated by another man, right? That's why they're down low, right? That's another sign. If a man's been violated, and you know about it, you can see those telltale signs, right? But most men keep that in the closet. But you can sense and you can feel if you have any of those type of abilities to feel that shit, right? Okay. What else? Another way to tell that your man is on the down low is, they dye themselves. They want to dye themselves, their beards, and you know, it's like they want to put on some makeup like women do, right? But we all know that you know, that's normal these days. But the download men, they will dye themselves or dye their hair or put a man bun on, right? That's a download man, right? Um, Another way is, the trend is today the man bags. Some men are just into the trend, but those ones that are on the download, they have to have the bag that match every outfit, right? That's a download, because a manly man just gonna take any man purse if they even want to wear a man purse, because a manly man is not gonna want to wear a man purse, right? So they're not they don't even give a fuck about the trend, right? But the ones that that are on the down low with the man bags, they have to have that man bag match every motherfucking outfit that they step out with, like a woman and their purse, right? Another way you can tell, when you at work, a motherfucker is catty with you, right? A straight man is catty, back and forth, like when you go into the grocery store, pull up at the gas station, or just having interactions with strangers. These straight men that want to go back and forth with you, they're on the down low. That want to be combative with you, they're on the down low, right? What else? When you are dating a man and that man has a roommate, and you walk into that home and that home smells like ass, that is a fucking you better run sign. You better run sign. And that's exactly what I did. I ran. When I walked into the motherfucker, you got a roommate, you got your own room. Your roommate got the living room, but the whole house smell like ass. Oh, that's because you fucking all around the house. All around the house. And if Spirit had not told me to pop up, just to pop up, I would have never caught that experience. I would have never caught that experience. So that is a tell smell sign, right? When you smell ass. When it's a bunch of guys and you walk into the room, they chilling, whatever, playing cards, dominoes, whatever, drinking it up, whatever, hard in the paint, whatever. That's a telltale sign. When a bitch nigga wanna just, yeah, cause I'm going into the rawness. When the bitch nigga just wanna be around niggas, that's a telltale sign. When a bitch nigga wanna spend more time with a nigga than they do with a woman, that's a telltale sign. When a bitch nigga will provide for their friend before they provide for you, that's a telltale sign. When a bitch nigga will protect their friend in a fight before they will even protect you with a stranger, whether they be a feminine energy or a masculine energy, they don't got your back. Because that's a bitch nigga that don't like you, hate you, and is on the down low. When they come to the rescue of their male friends, that's a telltale sign. Right? What else? What else? What else, Spirit? What else, dude? What else? When you can fondle a nigga in they hoe, when they let you finger them, that's a telltale sign. You gotta do the finger test. I came up with that shit on my own. When I feel like somebody is on the down low and I'm feeling it and I want some confirmation, I'll do the finger test. There's other times I could just tell and I don't have to do the finger test. But when I need to do the finger test, I will do the finger test. you better start doing the finger test. Ain't nothing wrong with it, protecting yourself. Because a real man gonna say, but two, you gotta be careful. Because we got manipulators. Manipulators. Just like we said with the man bag. That shit can be manipulated. Just like with the finger test, it could be manipulated because they can say, "Oh no, don't fuck with me there, don't do that." But really, in the back of their mind, they wishing that, "Oh, I could just let loose." But then you have those ones that be like, "Okay, go ahead." That's still that's a telltale sign, right? What else? What else? What else? What else? A motherfucker that don't take care of their kids, that's a telltale sign. A motherfucker that can't keep a stable type of energy is always off balance. That's a telltale sign. A motherfucker that is watches gay porn is a telltale sign. A motherfucker that is uh gay what is that phobic, a homophobic, that's a true telltale sign. um a motherfucker that um wears shit that feel like they could get away with it but is really a dress, that's a telltale sign. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? 111 on the timer. um what else? When a motherfucker don't want to kiss you, that's a telltale sign. When a motherfucker always wanna doggy style, that's a telltale sign. Confirmation. Or they gotta get that doggy style in. That's a telltale sign. When a motherfucker is narrating the way you make love, that's a telltale sign. When a motherfucker wanna cover your face, that's a telltale sign. What else, Spirit? What else? When a motherfucker is worried about your hygienes, but is not worried about their hygienes, that's a telltale sign. When a motherfucker want to use your hygiene products, that's a telltale sign. What else? Maybe I'll have to make a part two. What else, Spirit? What else? What else? I might have to make a part two. Because, yeah. Can I think of anything else right now? Because it's so much. It's so many telltale signs of a down low man, right? Confirmation. Which men shouldn't really be down low. If you want to be with another man, just be with another man. You know, that's why down low men hate women, because they really want to be with the man. They don't really want to be with us. So we take the backlash of it. They want to be us, they don't want to be with us, but they have to have this persona of oh yeah, when a man is real macho, but don't bust a grape. They'll pretend to be macho but won't bust a grape, right? When it comes to you, right? Confirmation. When a man is always trying to make you feel jealous, that's a down low man. When your man puts you in competition with another woman, whether it be your mother, your family member, your co-worker, they family members, they friends, they co-workers, you know, just putting you in competition with other women, right? That's a down low man. That's a down low man. Because no real man is going to put their woman in competition. They're not going to want to make their woman feel like they have to compete. A real man don't do that. 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 A real man So, anyways, 5 on the clock. I think I will just make a part two when you got your man wanting to cook for their best friends, or cook for um the um the um the man get-togethers, instead of having you cook for the man get-togethers. They want to do the cooking for the man get-togethers. They want to impress the man that they're serving, they're feeding, right? That's a telltale sign. They want to play that woman role. They want to serve, and they want to cater to their man. Let me cater to my man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They really want to cater to their man. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. What else? What else, Spirit? Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's sad, but it's true. It's sad, but it's true. You know, you can only take the truth for what it is. You gotta accept the truth, and um, transmute it, process it, and let it go. This world is what it is today, and the people in it are gonna be how they're gonna be. Right? Confirmation. Right? So these are some telltale signs. You know, and then you have the men that wear the boxers. They'll only wear the boxers. Telltale signs, down low. Only wear the boxers because they don't want to feel like they wearing panties in front of you. Right? That's a telltale sign of a down low man, right? Gotta be macho, gotta have the boxers, gotta have the dick swinging, right? And then also a telltale sign of a down low man is when they want to wear those tight ass briefs that make them feel like they have panties on, right? It's an in between. It's an in between, right? It's a balance, right? So yeah, telltale signs. And then another telltale sign of a down low man, you can go and make the romantic ass day ever for this man, and it don't impress him. You can have on the baddest ass motherfucking lingerie, and it don't impress him. They just want to take the lingerie off without looking at it. That's a down low man. They don't want to get into no lingerie. They don't give a fuck about no lingerie. They just want to get off in that moment. And that's how you know. It's just a quickie. It's not. It's just. It's not no intimacy. That's how another way. Down low men don't have intimacy. There's no intimacy. There's no connection. They don't want that connection. They want that connection when they want to control you. Down low men are very controlling because they can't control their own lives, because they want to be a different way, but they can't. So they got to control you because they can't control themselves. So, yeah, it's a lot when it comes to a down low man. It's a lot. It's when they can't look you in the eye. But see, some of them they're manipulative with that, because they learn how to look you in the eye. But see, when they look you in the eye and you look them in the eye and you don't see a motherfucking soul, because they can look you in the eye when they're manipulative, when they're in that energy of that magician energy in the reverse, right? They can look you in that eye, but there's no soul. When you're looking back, you can see that there's no soul, because they want to manipulate you to make you believe that they got this shit under control. So they're gonna look you in the eye. They say if you look in confirmation, if they look you in the eye, they're telling the truth. So they want you to feel like they're telling you the truth. when they're actually not. But you can tell because they have no soul behind those eyes. And I'm going to leave it there. Part 2 coming soon.